Well, if you're a sports fan, this next one's for you. Could Austin be the home for a new WNBA team? If a true Austin sports icon gets her way, the answer will be yes. We are, of course, talking about Fran Harris, passionate advocate for women's sports and a trailblazer when it comes to sports, business, and broadcasting. She earned acclaim as a University of Texas basketball star who helped lead the Longhorns to an undefeated season in 1986 and the team's first national championship. She's currently helping lead the effort to bring a WNBA franchise here to Austin, and she's joining us now to talk more about our chances for winning that team. Fran, thanks so much for talking with us today.
Good to see you.
Well, first I want to ask you is, how do you think we stack up against the other cities competing for the WNBA expansion team? What advantages or maybe disadvantages does Austin have to offer?
Austin right now in this part of the WNBA's history and evolution is that Austin has a great built-in women's basketball community. So people are already supporting the women's and men's basketball team at the University of Texas. We're a hoop community. We love basketball. That's one thing. The other thing is that we have a great facility. We have a great arena that we have the opportunity to play in the Moody Center. So it's an exciting time for women's basketball, and Austin has kind of grown up as a sports town. So it's a perfect time for us to be playing in Austin.
Absolutely. And you've been raising capital, helping prepare Austin's bid for the league's 16th franchise, aiming for launch in 2028. So can you catch us up on that process? Where do we stand and what are the next steps?
Next steps are just submitting the bid. So I've told folks for the last 2 or 3 weeks, like, you can't bid if you don't have money. So people are like, so who are the investors? And we're like, listen, you don't have a bid if you don't have the money. So we're in the process of basically just organizing our bid package and submitting that to the WNBA. And then ideally, this is all me speculating, I hope that we hear by early Q1 next spring whether we've gotten the 16th team or not.
Oh, and we certainly hope so too and are waiting for that. And that being said, why are you confident that Austin could deliver the level of fan support that a professional team needs to be successful?
What you need for professional sports are diehard fans. And Austin has been a city that has supported the University of Texas. We only have one other professional sports league here in Austin FC. They've done tremendously well. And we believe that all the pieces have come together for Austin to really support a WNBA team. The W has grown in its fandom. It's become one of those must-see TV leagues. And then Austin has grown in terms of its population, in terms of people who have moved here, who may not have an affinity for the University of Texas, but who love women's hoops. And so we're counting on those folks to come out, and maybe a mixture of the University of Texas fans as well.
And you bring up a great point. Even fair weather sports fans have been going all out for Austin FC, so that bodes well. And though a potential obstacle that I did want to ask you about, do you think that women's health policy in Texas will be a consideration for the WNBA? The league and the players union, they have expressed support for reproductive rights. For example, the union placed a full-page ad in the New York Times back in 2021.
Yeah, so I think there will always be challenges for women's sports. We're just getting the WNBA. It's only been around 30 years, where the NBA has been around for a much longer time. And so that comes with some challenges. The city of Austin will have to step up as a leadership. We are going to lead efforts for women's reproductive rights, for racial equality, for lack of education in some parts of the city. So there will be things that we will be definitely taking the lead on, and reproductive rights are certainly one of those.
And you brought this up, but women's basketball just as a whole seems to be not just having a moment, but definitely something more enduring, finally getting the respect they deserve. So what are your thoughts? Like, why do you think that it's finally happening now? And what are your hopes when it comes to the future of women's sports, particularly in the world of basketball?
So I played basketball at the University of Texas, as you know, during a time when there was great fandom in the city of Austin. And that was, goodness, 30-something years ago. So we know that Austin has always been a city that supported and celebrated women, period. Ann Richards, Barbara Jordan, these were women who watched me play when I played at the University of Texas. So we know that Austin has been a leader in women's sports for over 40 years. That's not going to change. What we have the opportunity to do with the W is to show our ability to celebrate women on the biggest stage. The W has done its part. Fandom is at an all-time high. Merch sales, hot dog, beer sales are at an all-time high. Austin will definitely need to show up because the competition is extremely tough.
I have no doubt that it is, and we're all hoping here too for those dreams to be a reality. So from one Longhorn to another, thank you so much for chatting with us. It's such an exciting opportunity for Austin with the possibility of a WNBA team. So Fran, we want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and hook 'em.
Hook 'em horns, yes, baby. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for more from Austin Insight.
You can also watch full episodes of Austin Insight for free on the PBS app.